Soon.
Turn on some sound.
Soon.
Turn on some sound.
Soon.
Turn on some sound.
Soon.
Oh, I'm talking to you.
Okay, I can.
What?
Alright, yeah, it sounds like both of our voices are coming through the, hang on, I want desktop audio off, I think. Otherwise it echoes. You can talk to me, like, yeah, I think. Oh. Actually, yeah, say something. I want to make sure I can still hear you. No, that's me. Here, I'll try to. Yeah, well, if you keep, we can't both be moving it around. Okay. Whatever. I just have this Mega Man. Yeah, there's just gonna be kind of this white border between us, but I guess that's just the way it's gonna be. No, not so much. Alright, yeah, I'm a little worried I might have. 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 A little worried I might. Oh my god, just this echo I've got going on. Let me hang on. Audio input capture.
Yeah. We good? Or should I? Let's see. I'm going to stop talking. Good? Or should I? Let's see. I'm going to stop talking. Good? Or should I? Let's see. We good?
I have no idea. I think as long as I'm not like watching my own stream, it shouldn't echo.
Yes. Oh, that's what's happening? Your watch. Oh, so it's coming back through.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to fix that. I was trying to get.
Hey, so just you just turn off your sound on the stream. Like just click mute.
Yeah, that's what I did. Anyway.
You're a little quiet. You might want to turn up. I'm listening to the stream.
Okay.
Like I sound awesome, and
yeah, I know
sound
you sound
like I'm the best.
like you're the best, but
What I should do at some point when okay, you know what'd be like funny is I should just like replace this with a speedrun like clip. Like,
yeah, we would
just
never
see if you notice.
Am I any louder?
Okay, go ahead and talk. Sorry about that.
Testing. Can you hear me? Is this loud enough or?
So sorry about that. You're still quiet.
I'm trying to increase the volume here.
Yeah, can you like turn up your like one problem is Skype might be messing with your All right, I'm gonna stop listening, but yeah, I would say Skype like auto modulates, so you might just wanna.
Well, I'm not recording sound from Skype. I don't think.
That's a little better. If you go whatever you did to make it higher that time, if you go a little higher next time, we're good.
Okay, yeah, I've got a little bit of gain here I can add, so I'll try that and we'll see how it goes, I guess. All right. Yeah, I guess we're good
Let's
to go.
do it to it. I should turn that off. All right.
I don't even have I wonder if I
Whenever
should
you are, whenever you're ready, we can do like 3, 2, 1, and both press start at the same time.
One more second. I want to just check my channel here. Okay.
I think I'm the only one in the chat, so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, my friends were busy today, but that's all right.
I'm surprised they showed ever. Like, not to sound mean to either of us, but
No, I know. I'm surprised too.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is straight homework, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, this is homework for a podcast.
Right.
That's how good of friends we are. Anyway.
All right. Yeah.
Say 3, 2, 1. Ding ding.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Ding ding.
Right. Welcome back to Rixter versus Nerd Numbers, a Twitch stream where we play old Nintendo. And actually, a goal, I think we were talking about this offline, is like we might end up with a goal of like trying to beat all the Nintendo games. Because it occurs to me, I haven't beaten a lot. Like, I started beating some and I've gone back and beat others, but there are a lot I haven't beaten.
Oh, same.
And they're only like 75. I was looking at it because I was like looking up sales records. They're only like 75 of them.
75 what?
Games.
For Nintendo?
I think so, something like that. At least like official sales. I mean, they're probably like cheap knockoffs and stuff, but
I feel like there must be way more games than that, right?
75? No, I mean, like think like old school days. I don't know, or maybe that's just the top 75.
Maybe that's. Yeah, there's got to be like hundreds. Like there's maybe hundreds of thousands. I don't know. Like,
I just blew. If you were watching my screen, I literally just blew a star thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like this version because I don't know about you. I'm playing an emulator. I have a Switch which has like the whole back library, but the Switch for whatever reason is kind of hard to port into the computer. I don't know why. And then the back library, and then like Steam didn't have it, which is a bummer. I'm a huge fan of Steam just for that. That's where we got Mega Man that we play on. But so I just found an emulator site for this one.
Yeah, I'm playing on my NES Mini because it's one of the games that came with it. And that actually kind of brings up an interesting point about this game. I guess we could introduce the game a little bit. We're actually playing different versions of the same game.
Oh, you didn't get Mike Tyson? Oh, yeah, of course you wouldn't, because you're playing like a legit version. So you're playing Punch Out, and I'm playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Right. Which is actually really interesting about this game because it was originally Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like, growing up, I always thought Mike Tyson's Punch Out came later for some reason. Like, I thought they took Punch Out, like this old game, and added Mike Tyson to it. But it's actually the other way around. Where Mike Tyson, they licensed him to begin with, and then
This was fun. If you're watching my screen, by the way, there's a button, I don't know what it does, that is not the start button, so I like tried to uppercut and I hit the wrong button, so that's what happened there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this is like extreme cheating, as noted. I don't remember if this made the air. So I sponsored a podcast over with Jeff May, real big fan. So Patreon.com, Jeff May, funny guy, and he's silly in that like I sponsored like to co-host, which is what, you know, most places when you sponsor a podcast, you're just like, hey, I'd like you, the podcaster, to talk about this. And Jeff's like, hey, we can talk about whatever you want. So the first episode, which isn't out yet, it'll be out in a few weeks, is on Zelda 2, which, you know, I know you have not heard me talk about enough.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, you're like, Dre, you never talk about Zelda 2. And we'll talk some more Zelda 2.
I didn't know there was a Zelda 2.
Yeah. Okay, so, oh, by the way, this is actually came up on the... I don't know if I made the joke, but, like, here's the funny thing. I think it's the only Zelda game that's called Zelda 2. Like, the other ones all are Legend of Zelda. Well, thank you. It's the old... Okay, listen, there are other series where they, like, reuse...
No, you're right. There are.
But, no, more to the point, the normal prefix is you know, the Legend of Zelda blah. So like the Legend of Zelda RixterGT's Mustang or something.
Yeah,
which I would play.
Yeah, I would too. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's like that was Nintendo's attempt to compete against Forza.
Yeah.
They're like, what are we gonna do? This Forza game's just too good.
Who knows how to drive? Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda's the only one who knows how to drive.
It's the only one that goes like that. The others are called The Adventures of the Legend of Zelda, blah. But that one's just called Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. And my like stupid joke is it's called that because there are two Zeldas in the game, which is kind of weird. Because like the Zelda in Zelda 2 is not the Zelda from Zelda 1, but the Link from Zelda 2 is the Link from Zelda 1, which makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I remember you explaining that to me once. That's pretty interesting. I actually don't know that much about that.
I'll say, by the way, if you're looking for a podcast in a few weeks, myself and Jeff May will go over the plot. And I mean, it's one of the like oldest things, if that makes any sense. Like, if you go to YouTube's a wonderful place. Like, you go there are lots of people that explain the plot, the backstory, the timeline. So, not anybody new, but it's the world's a wonderful place, man.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, that got us off on a tangent. But yeah, we're playing Punch-Out, which is, was originally Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Nintendo in the 80s. You know what's nuts? This is Shigeru Miyamoto, pre, like, Link and Super Mario Brothers. So this was like the first
That's
game.
true, isn't it? Yeah.
He worked on this game before that. And one interesting thing, so Nintendo Power, the major magazine that, all the stuff was in, that we're all familiar with, that one kind of started in response to The Legend of Zelda. The belief was the North American market wasn't going to be good enough to. They opened up a hotline for Legend of Zelda to like help people, and then that kind of blossomed into a magazine. Which if you look, old school Nintendo Powers, like the first 20 really are super Zelda centric. So, they have like rankings at the back, and The Legend of Zelda is like number 1 on the ranking for a bunch, and then Zelda 2 when it comes out is like high end there. So that being said, when you look at those, like Punch-Out is an afterthought. Like, it's in there as like some advice, and the advice is like, don't lose. Someone's like, how do I beat Mike Tyson? They're like, don't lose to Mike Tyson. It's like, thanks for the advice. And as an FYI, Mike Tyson, the rough part is in the first 90 seconds of that fight, he will he'll knock you out in one punch. So it's one of the harder fights. So
yeah, he is. Mike Tyson as a boss really is like one of the like notorious NES bosses, right? Like, he's very difficult. Like, and I've never gotten to him. I don't think. Maybe as a
really.
kid. Because I never owned this game as a kid. Like, my cousins had it, so I played it sometimes. But yeah, I haven't spent that much time with it. Which is why I'm doing so well in this this competition here. I'm just punching randomly.
Oh man, I almost had a 1 in 27 out of what's the word? So I'm playing Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo has a 3 1/8 chance of opening his mouth on any given punch. So, and you need 4 in a row, so it's 3 1/8 to the 4th that you can get an optimal time on him. So I watched a bunch of speedrunning videos about it too.
Never tell me the odds.
I just did.
Oh wow.
Am I slowing you down? Like you're not going. You're getting behind.
No, I'm doing really good actually. Like look at this guy. Look how big he is. That's one thing that was always cool about this game is like the graphics were actually like pretty good at the time, right? Because you have these like really big characters, and it was like colorful and like pretty fast paced for like a Nintendo game.
So, what? And again, I'm burnt. Well, it's going to be funny. This is good. Like I said, this is a nice trial because, right, like, your stream gets between maybe 2 and 10, depending on who's around or whatever, people. And so if I'm like, hey, I'm going to podcast in this in the future, it's not a bad idea to be like, this is almost like open mic, right? Like, talk about it with you. See
right.
What works.
Yeah.
I like it. But so here's what happened. I'm going to give some backstory, and this is there's a really good video on this at the Gaming Historian is a fantastic YouTube channel. I highly recommend. There's a really great video on Punch-Out if you want to watch. So here's what happens. Nintendo used to be early days. Oops, I made a mistake. Early days, Nintendo was a toy company. Nintendo shifts into they basically handheld game systems. They used to have, they called Game & Watch, like these little portable things you could buy. They transitioned into the arcade business, and then of course, Atari kind of cratered the arcade business.
Right.
So they transferred out. But at one point they're in the arcade business, and oh, nice, round 1 for Tiger Guy, and you should watch what I'm doing because that's how you beat him. But so Nintendo's in the arcade business. They buy a bunch of arcade cabinets or materials for arcade cabinets. So this is like monitors and stuff with the expectation of things are great. Arcade business starts cratering. They've got all of these cathode ray tubes that they can't use. They come up with an idea. They go, what if we come up with a game that uses 2 monitors, just Punch Out? And so what they basically had is you stand behind a boxer, and sorry, I don't want to. Bald bull's actually somewhat difficult, so I don't want to get beat up. But you stand behind a boxer, and you're basically looking through a wireframe of them, and then the other monitor has like the marquee, like what would be the poster if you were seeing a boxing match in your health bar.
Right.
So that was the original idea, and it was like a huge success, and everybody loved it. And then when Nintendo transitioned to consoles, the Famicom, I think that's what the family something console, right?
Family computer, yeah.
Family computer. So when they transferred to that, they're like, we should bring Punch Out. Now the issue becomes the arcade. You have all this power to show the cool wireframes and a giant boxer. Local machine, you can't really do that. So they're like, well, what do we do? And then so the solution was to make Mac Super Mini. So that's why the boxers are giant and you're really tiny. So
right.
it's really funny where initially they're like, okay, we got to make a game. How do we take advantage of all this extra hardware? And they do that, and they're like, they make that, and they're like, okay, well, how do we port? That's new. They're like, well, how do we port this game for less hardware? And we got this.
Yeah, and that's something I actually just learned tonight. Like, because I watched a little bit of that video, and it was, yeah, like I don't think I'd ever seen a Punch-Out machine in real life, which is kind of interesting.
Oh,
so
wow.
I didn't know that they had like 2 monitors. And that was
currently 13 seconds behind you. This is cool. I'm gonna beat Bald Bull with 1 second left in the round. I rock.
Nice.
That was really cool. We both knocked down the guy at the same time.
Oops.
You're gonna you should have TKO'd yours, but you might Don Flamenco. You might actually knock out. He might be no. Oh, sorry. But yeah, you were saying you just learned the 2 monitors.
Yeah, and
watching that video.
And that was what, 1983. Like, it's actually a really old game. Because, like
Yeah,
you
what
said,
was
it's before Super Mario and Zelda and all that other.
I'm forgetting the name. This was, again, in the Gaming Historian video. But what was wild to me is, so Shigeru Miyamoto is tasked with making the characters for the original Punch-Out, and he does. And he's like, well, I'm not really good at making these big. And so he goes to the studio that does Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah?
And they, like, help him animate and make the, like, big sprites for the characters that are used in that game.
Really?
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, like, not only is this game, like, one of the best ever, but it just, like, the talent for what would become such bigger franchises in the future all worked on it. So it's kind of wild from that regard.
Yeah, it's got a lot more history to it than I realized.
I was supposed to punch him in the stomach there to get a star. Okay, one thing that might come in useful to you that I'm not sure if you know is quick dodge.
Yeah, I did learn that from the video. Like,
okay, so
which is also something I didn't know before tonight. I also didn't realize you could duck.
Ducking's not super useful. I don't think it's ever strictly needed.
Yeah, that's what the guy was saying. But
and it's actually kind of hard, although like speedrunners do it. Like that's what's wild is like some speedrunners will do stuff because you actually have to get like frame precision. Oops, that was really embarrassing.
I'm actually not sure what the strategy is for.
Okay, so for you're playing King Hippo. The strategy is you wait for him to raise his arm, and when he raises his arm, like I mentioned, 3/8 of the time he's going to open his mouth. When he opens his mouth, you're going to want to jab up and hit him in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
And so, like here, you could hit him in the mouth if you weren't pink. So you can hit it. You could have done an uppercut there and hit him in the mouth. Well, I'm in the past. I always forget about this when I'm like trying to give you advice. I'm like, now what you're going to want to do is you're like, it's too late. Moving on.
Oops.
Like we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, I mean, to be fair of the game, I mean, like I said, this is 100% you helping me with my homework. Where of the other game, like Mega Man and Mega Man 2, I think we had more equal footing in having played it before and practice in the past. Whereas this is one where I'm just like, hey, I'd really like to beat Mike Tyson before I podcast about it, and it's just fun to play.
Yeah, no, so it is a fun game.
And we've kind of noted before on this very Twitch stream, like the funniness of the modern world where I'm like, hey, I want to hang out with a friend, but what if we like stream it live to a bunch of strangers too?
Right.
Or in this case, maybe one, if it's not both you and I watching.
And I forgot to plug in my headphones, so hopefully I can beat this guy and plug them in.
Yeah, you only need to hit him 36, or you need to do 4 mouths up, so that'd be 36.
Right, because once he's down, he doesn't get back up, right? Is that true?
Yes.
Because he's too big.
So, like, he's one of the like, when we're talking speedrunning perspective, he's definitely a funny one in that, like, he was a quick optimal, right? Like, him and Glass Joe, it's like, you can get him down, you just have to get him down once. As soon as he's done, he's done. That's a cool picture, though, if you look on mine. Okay, the one important one you're about to go into, dude. The one important part about him is at some point he's going to spin and just keep coming back at you. I said duck's not important, but pressing down to block is pretty good. Because he'll just basically do that like 9 times, get really dizzy, and then go down in one hit. So if you last to like 240, that's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah, I remember him doing the spin move. Like, I think as a kid, like, I got...
He was the one I think
far in this game, but...
I could never get by, and he is one, though, that you... Like, I could never beat him in the first round because of that, but he is one that you can beat in the first round because of that.
Okay.
And Piston Honda the second time. Oh, yeah, so another funny component when we're talking about limitations of hardware, right? So, original one is this really cool wireframe graphic in an arcade with 2 monitors and, like, heck yeah. Comes to the Famicom, and it's, like, just not enough. But if you knock him in the belly when he's doing that, you get a star, by the way. So when he ducks down, if you hit him in the belly, you get a star. Okay.
When he...
Let's see if you remember the duck.
Oh. Yes. I remembered the block.
You're supposed to uppercut him.
Wait, when am I? Oh, when he's dizzy.
When he's like, dizzy,
I don't have any uppercuts.
You punch him in the face. Well, there's uppercut is when you punch up. So,
oh, the super uppercut is the stars, right? Okay. Got 72 hearts. That seems really good.
Yep. You don't have a lot of health, though. It's going to hurt.
This game had really cool music, too. And I always forget I have to push buttons to stand up.
Yep. You got to push. That's kind of how things work on the old Nintendo, is you push buttons to do things.
Yeah, there was a lot of button pushing, wasn't there?
Yeah. Don't think I'm going to beat him in the first round, but knocked him down. So to Popinski, if you make it to round 3, he's really easy.
Okay. So is it random if they get back up or not? Like, how do you actually get a KO? Like, I seem to remember only ever getting TKOs in this game.
Yeah, it is somewhat random, and I forget, like, there are rules and stuff, and again, like, I've watched some speedrunning videos, so... Okay, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention, By the way, I don't feel bad because I sent you the tutorial ahead of time, so I'm not like trying to cheat or nothing.
Yeah,
but in between rounds, if you press select, you can refill some of your health. Like if you see, I'm pressing select and his arm moves faster, and then my health gets restored a little. And one funny part though is if you do that before round 1 or after you've used it, so round 1 or round 3, if you use it, it will actually deplete it.
Wait, you can accidentally like remove your health?
Okay, so here's a really funny one. Against Mr. Sandman, you actually want to deplete your health in round 1 to get knocked down faster, to guarantee that you get you get him to do a move. Because the only way you can get him to do a move is before a certain time. After you get up, he'll do a certain move, but he won't do it after a certain time, so you have to get knocked down faster.
Interesting. Oh man, Bald Bull is kicking my butt.
Okay, the one thing about Bald Bull to remember is if he charges you, you can punch him in the stomach, and you are getting knocked down. But yeah, later in the round, Bald Bull will charge you, and you can knock him in the stomach. And the thing to watch for in this one is there's actually a photographer's flash when you're able to do it.
Yeah, and that camera flash, I think, was only discovered like a few years ago. Like 30 years after the game was released, somebody noticed that there was this photographer
once you
timer.
start getting like emulators and stuff, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for getting through Soda Popinski so quick. That's nice. All right, this is gonna be meta. Oh yeah, so I was gonna talk hardware limitations. Here's a funny thing, and you're noticing right here. Not only were they able to do fewer, they had to make Mac smaller than on.
I know I've gone backwards.
They had to make Mac smaller than on the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
They reused boxers because they ran out of sprites, and then they actually used like same body and voice on some of the boxers, like same voice sound. And that's like always what's really fascinating when you talk old school Nintendo games, is like how you had to conserve memory and stuff. It's so funny as develop like you and I are both playing that, or you're playing it on like a tiny little thing that has like the entire library. How many library or games are on the mini?
It only came with like 20 or 30, but it's got extra RAM on there, so it can hold like dozens. I don't know, like 100, 200, like a lot, right?
Come on. Bald Bull's hit me twice as an amateur hour, dude. Oh, did you get knocked back down to the tiger?
Yeah.
Bummer. I think Bald Bull on round 2 always gets up at 9, no matter what. So he's a liar.
Yeah, that was always so frustrating as a kid, like watching them get back up when you think they're down.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so yeah, I don't know any more advice on Bald. I mean, some of this is just like muscle memory and learning. So this is definitely not a fair fight, but it's fun to talk. And unlike other nights, we got like an hour, so around 10 I'm going to be done. So this is good.
Sounds good.
I was going to say, so you've actually been practicing Mega Man 3, so I'm going to have to get off my butt, actually do that. Though you were saying that like relative to Mega Man 2, that's a hard one, right?
It's longer, I think, and it is. It's got a couple spots in there that I thought were really pretty difficult, and like still are like feel a little bit kind of random.
Can I say something about? Sorry to cut you off. Your stream just looks really good.
Does it?
Like in terms of, I mean, it has to just be because it literally is, only 2 sprites against like a dark background, but like it looks really nice and crisp to watch side by side. This is a really good side by side game.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, I did notice mine squashed a little bit. It's not like what I'm looking at on my screen isn't squashed like that. It looks more the same aspect ratio as yours. So I should have been looking at what I was doing. So I'm not sure why it's.
Oh no. Oh, you're doing like the wise boxer strategy. You're like, you sit on a knee until it's time.
What?
Oh, like you waited till 5 to like start mashing to gain more health.
I was doing what to gain more health? I can gain more health? I've got no strategy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just... So he's magic. He's using like magic punches. Is magic legal in like real boxing?
Is magic legal in real boxing? Well, like in wrestling it is. Like in wrestling, a move some wrestlers do is they like throw fireballs and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like the funniest ones are when they mess up. So there was like a match between I think Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan in WCW, where he was like supposed to throw a fireball and it like blew up in his hand and like singed his face.
What?
Wrestling is so stupid, man. But yeah, this just looks really good side by side. It's a nice side by side game. I'll give it that.
Nice. Glad it's coming through good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like some minor things, but I mean, that's the cool thing is like I really like. I'm actually wicked impressed because I think I was just like, hey, do you want to play Mega Man against each other for fun? And you're like, I'm down. And really long term, with apologies, I don't know if this is what you're interested in. We should like make these more standard, but I'm almost having fun just like learning the ropes and stuff initially. But like, we could actually. I mean, I think every other Tuesday might, for the foreseeable future, work for me, depending on how my kids' school goes.
Sure.
But just like you kind of just like figured it out and put it together, and it looks pretty good. And obviously, kind of figuring out some screens and the fact that we're not doing normal, right? Like Mega Man, I did like an emulator thingy, or like off Steam. Mm-hmm. And then there's, of course, like I have a Wii, which in theory I could, not a Wii U, in theory I could use. Then I have to hook it up. And then like I just haven't figured out how to hook up my Switch, which is a bummer because I actually really like the Switch interface. And of course, it's awesome that the Switch has like the entire catalog of Nintendo games on it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Or most of them, yeah. And like I said, like long term, it'd be cool just like get through all the games. So I think Mega Man 3 can be on deck next.
Yeah, I've been enjoying Mega Man 3. Like it was, like I said, it's got some tough spots, and it's a lot more. I don't know. There's more like some BS stuff versus like 1 and 2, I think. But
I thought
we can talk about that when we get there. But
I thought like Rush basically made it unfair because you do get a point where you have like a navigatable Rush jet you can get through.
Yeah, you do have Rush, which helps a lot. And oh yeah, I did it. Yeah, like it's once you kind of like understand some things about it, it's not so bad. Like I just kind of learned it just by playing it, and then there were the places I was having trouble with. I did look up afterwards and didn't really learn a whole lot. But oh man, he knocked me out.
You're down?
I'm back in business.
Good. I can't remember if this is 2 or 3.
No way, I hit it. I know I hit it.
Oh, you missed the ball. I missed the bull charge twice. So annoying.
I blame the monitor I'm playing on. It's very low.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was going to say I was watching. I'll send along so you're aware of what I'm looking at. But like one of the speedrunners was showing, and he was like playing on an emulator.
So what guy are you fighting now?
Mr. Sandman. So do you want to know something wild that I didn't know until today that I was just doing there?
What?
When you... sorry, I should... When you... if he hits you with the left, you want to dodge like you want to block like I did, and then punch him. In theory, I should have done the late. I didn't because it does 5 damage instead of 4. I always mess this up. If you dodge that properly, which I just messed up, you get like 20 hits on him. But I didn't. Yeah, Ball's rough.
Ah, I know I hit it at the right time. The game is just wrong. Oh, now I can't get up.
That was, you were robbed there. You had a...
No! Why couldn't I stand up?
If you've fallen down 3 times total, you can't get back up.
Ah, no, I'm never gonna get past this guy.
He's pretty tough. Actually, you might just die, right? Like you get like a continue. I think you get like 1 rematch. You get knocked back down. Might be able to just beat him legit. That'd be nice.
You mean I can actually like not just do this forever?
You can get, so here's what can happen. You can basically die and it's just like game over, but in theory you'll have a code that like is preloaded that will get you some distance in the game.
Okay, that's right. I do remember seeing the password. Back in the days of passwords.
And password is password.
What's interesting is, so like Zelda was the first game to have battery backup, right?
I think so.
And
by the way, I'm watching you in the past, so I don't know if you're past this, but with the tiger guy,
yeah,
when he ducks down, you can punch him in the stomach and you get a star, just as an FYI.
like when he's gonna go for his big punch.
No, just normally. Like, and so actually, I was gonna say, if you notice him and Von Kaiser, the German guy, they have like the same body type and like the same attacks and stuff you can do. Like they have the same sprite animation. And they both have like the same weaknesses that you can punch them in the stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Good to know. Mr. Sandman, this is like really frustrating. I just need to like learn the timing of his little pause thing.
Did you ever play Super Punch Out?
I didn't, and that one got wilder, I think, in that they had like funny people that were like actually had like a ninja and stuff in there.
Nice. Yeah, I never played it either. It looked pretty fun. But
I don't think I'm going to be able to get by him, which is a bummer. I need to learn this guy much better. Oh, that's cool. I can hear it in the background on yours, his little spinny thing around. Because, yeah, I've been knocked down twice by Mr. Sandman. I've knocked him down 4 times, but...
Oh, so we didn't even mention that. So it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was the original. They didn't renew the contract after 3 years. And so what I'm playing is just Punch-Out, and Mike Tyson was replaced with Mr. Dream. Who's exactly the same guy. Just
yep. Well, what's really wild is that they like timed Nintendo. I really need to just wait. I need to wait there, Landon. No. Yeah, that's painful. Nintendo timed it perfectly because there was like an executive at Nintendo that saw Mike Tyson fight before he was world champion, and they were like, "This guy's amazing," and they signed him up. Right, they signed him up for like $50,000 for 3 years, and he becomes one of the biggest boxers ever. And he did go to jail for rape charges and lots of other issues, right? You know,
mm-hmm.
And then he also had one of the biggest. He had one of the biggest upsets ever against Buster Douglas, where he was like I don't know, 50-1, 500-1, some stupid 2-1 favorite, and got upset. So essentially what happened is he was kind of having off the field issues, so to speak, and they were they dumped him before all of like the controversy with with going to jail, with getting upset. But yeah, they like timed him perfectly where they picked him up before he was big, when he was the biggest name in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Almost had it there.
I mean, that's totally insane to think that they had him for $50,000. Like, I didn't even know that there was a period of time when Mike Tyson wasn't famous. Like,
well, it was early on, and actually, okay, so apparently it's just like tragic figure if you're discovered like this. Do you remember Rocky 5?
I didn't see it.
You haven't seen Rocky 5?
I've only seen like Rocky 1.
What?
I know.
Okay, so there are 6 Rocky movies and 2 Creed movies, and they are all worth seeing, dude.
I believe it.
I don't believe you haven't seen Rocky 4 with the Punisher and He-Man.
He-Man?
He-Man is in Rocky 4.
That's awesome.
You haven't seen Rocky 4?
I've only seen the first one.
This is unacceptable. We're gonna go watch Rocky 4. Like, I'm turning off my screen and I'm gonna put Rocky 4 on.
That'll be our next Twitch stream. We'll watch Rocky.
I mean, people do stuff like that, right, on Twitch streams and all that.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong against this guy, other than getting punched in the face.
I mean, really, Bald Bull's just tough, and you just have to like be good. Oh yeah, you did get punched in the face there. You just have to be good at dodge, and it's really a funny. Just go 1 second too slow on that. It's really funny, like the juxtapose between you and I, because I can really tell that like this game is really muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the few games where I'm just like talking and almost not paying attention.
Cool.
Except for there. Like, where I'm just like talking and not paying attention because like I've just memorized the patterns of some of these guys. Whereas like since you don't have the patterns memorized, like I know it's easier to get distracted.
Yeah, for sure. And I've got the reflexes of a middle-aged man, so like I'm
Me too.
Not the way I used to be, right?
I don't know. I was never that great to begin with, but
yeah, I probably wasn't either. But I think I got this. I think I got this guy.
y'all ready for this? Oh,
nice. Did you beat him? Nice.
I did. Pretty much, like, it's got to be painful to anybody good at this game that really I've never been great at dodging Sandman's. All right, now this one I'm going to be interested because there's a thing I learned, and the speedrunner was like, practice this, and I haven't. But there is like a trick to this guy that makes it pretty easy.
So who are you fighting now? Oh no. This guy got up after 3 seconds.
Oh my god. It's not. Wait, so are you on Bald Bill 1 or 2?
1. I said I wasn't very good at this game. So alright, well, I guess I'm dead again. So Mario is the ref in this game, like he is in a lot of games. But I assume in the original arcade, he was not?
He was not in the arcade, and he was kind of just put in as a lark. Okay, I didn't learn the thing that the guy said to learn, and as a result, got myself screwed from where I'd normally do pretty good, because I can actually beat this guy normally, but we'll see if I have a chance.
Nice. I'm going to do something
Go to continue. Press down.
really dumb. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I don't know where it went.
What? What? Where'd you go? I mean, we might. I mean, I would say for this one, we might call it soon anyway. But we'll see.
Why
Yeah,
did this disappear? Yeah, it's not seeing... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weird.
Cool. You're able to continue at Bald Bull.
This is just the demo that's happening.
Oh,
I'll continue. All right. Let's keep it clean. All right, I get to be at Don Flamenco.
that's going to be interesting. Don Flamenco won. But yeah, I think I'll maybe go another five minutes or whatever. We'll see if I can get by the Sandman in one try.
Okay.
I may have to help with bedtime. Sounds like little guys being an issue. So I might call it in a second here anyway, just because, yeah, I don't think either of us is going to get to Tyson tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely
and,
not.
I said about 10, and it's about 5 minutes until there.
Yeah, no, I think we're doing pretty good on time. Or, for what we set out to do. Like I said, I had no, illusions that I would be even getting very far in this game.
This is very abstract to watch us both fighting the same guy at the same time.
But at different parts of their career.
Yeah, mine is green. Mine is blue. Yours is green. The other funny one, we actually way back in the day, because you and I were like, hey, we should play through Mario games, which we could maybe still do.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say that. So I think in terms of Nintendo games, I'm fairly certain I've beaten Super Mario Brothers 2, but I don't remember it, so I would actually like to just beat it. I know I've beaten Super Mario Brothers 3. I have not beaten Super Mario Brothers 1, to my knowledge.
Oh, you haven't beaten the first one?
I haven't beaten the first one. So that's what I should do. I have beaten both versions of... I have beaten both levels, both their 2 quests on Zelda 1. So I've beaten both of those. I've obviously beaten Zelda 2. I know I've beaten Castlevania 2. Haven't beaten Castlevania 1.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't played a lot of Castlevania 1. I've beat Mario 1 because that was the only game we had for many years. Whoops. I've never beaten 2. I have beaten 3.
2 is such a stupid game, and I loved it.
It was always really interesting.
Well, so what was like... There's a lot of funny stuff about 2, and as an example, one funny thing about 2 is the villagers are supposed to, lie to you because they're, agents of Dracula. But it's not obvious. It's not obvious that they're lying to you, so it's just confusing. Because, you're used to Zelda, where the... where the villagers will give you advice.
Right.
And then suddenly the villagers are like, Dracula is weak to pearls or something. And you're like, is he? And he's not.
Is that true?
And, he's supposed to be lying, but nothing in the instruction manual didn't get translated over well. So it's that was the fun part about old school Nintendo games. I actually remember that was an issue for me with a lot of them, is I never... Depending on if you borrowed from friends, bought it used, or whatever, you might not have the instruction manual, and even if you did, I wouldn't read it.
Oh yeah, and especially video game rentals were huge back then, right? And you didn't get the instructions with that. You just got this game that you didn't know what to expect. You just looked at the box art, if that, and
I bought or traded in for the Goonies, and that was the worst decision ever.
Really? I thought that wasn't that a good game? Or
you liked the Goonies?
I don't know. I don't think I played it. I thought people liked it though.
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, it was a risk.
What was the worst game you remember playing on the Nintendo?
On the Nintendo?
That you spent money on. In some way or another, even a rental, I would say, counts.
Yeah, it would have to be a rental, because like I said, didn't really own any games. There was this game I always wanted to go back to because it seemed really cool, and this is probably not a good one to bring up because I'm not remembering the title of it. But
Like, that game on the Nintendo.
yeah, it was this game on the Nintendo.
With the box
where,
art.
but it was cool because you got to be in like this mech, like this robot thing, walk around like this city where there's like a war going on, and you could also get out and like go down into the sewers and stuff. And it's a little bit like Blaster Master as far as that goes, where you've got like your tank and you can get out of it and things like that. Except this was different, but I could never figure out like what the point was or where you're supposed to go or how you're supposed to play. It was like one of the most obtuse games I'd ever played. Like I just didn't understand it. I'll find the name of that game for next time. I'm sure I can find it.
It's that game that you play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go until I either lose to Sandman or Super Macho Man, or potentially Mike Tyson, and then I'll call it good. And there's a possibility you'll catch me. I don't know. You might lap me, but
that seems really unlikely.
Yep.
So Macho Man.
Not that Macho Man.
A different Macho Man. Okay, that was
different Macho Man.
So that would have been really amazing, right? Macho Man and Mike Tyson in one game.
Yeah, what movie is this?
I don't know.
Rocky 3. Hulk Hogan and Mr. T are in Rocky 3.
Really?
Yeah.
How have I not seen these movies?
Yeah, I'm so confused on like how Rocky can be a blind spot. Yeah, I think I've been knocked down twice. And I don't think I'm gonna get up again. And that'll probably be it. And I'll watch you through until I'd like to see you beat Bald Bull 1.
Oh, here he is again.
Yep.
He's 36.
I'm gonna go watch Sopranos. That's another thing, man. My wife and I are watching Sopranos. I haven't seen it.
Yeah?
That was embarrassing.
How is it?
Come on. It's really good. Have you seen it?
No. Haven't seen it.
So you haven't seen the Rocky movies or Soprano?
No, but I did just finish watching Breaking Bad, finally.
That's pretty good.
Which was really good. Yeah, like, that's been hyped for years, like, as, like, the best thing ever, and I gotta say, it lived up to expectations.
Yeah, it's really good. Now, here's what's interesting. It, like, got too much for me, and then what I wound up doing is, like, I've seen all of it on... Really, that's the farthest I can go? Huh, weird. There's got to be a further one. I think this is a mistake. I think it's like pre-programmed in the emulator. But I'll say this, like for next time, there is, I think, let me see. So you'll see me go to Mega. We can decide if we want to do anything for next time, like because just like skip ahead, because we can alternatively go.
I am still watching your screen, by the way. Just
I know.
Okay.
I'm saying we could like alternatively go to Super Macho Man. So I did get to him in one. Or let's see, can you get to Super Macho Man? 267853. So I have like a magic mouse for my Mac. And it is a heck of a lot of fun. It's like super jittery. It is super duper jittery for 6, 7. Seven, 8, 5, 3, 7, 5, 3, 8. Just gonna try this and then I'll say we'll go. No, that was And so this is like, I'm showing the fun of old Nintendo is like, I entered it wrong, and it's like, do it again.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go home. I'm done. 7538.
Yeah, so one thing as it's talking about earlier with like all these passwords back in the day, and then Zelda on the Nintendo had battery backup. Had this great idea to save your progress that way. But the password system still lived like into Super Nintendo, right?
But well, I'm really curious about this. If you have any idea, so there's like battery backup on like Super Mario. I was looking. I'd really like to maybe play Super Mario World.
No,
I just like fun.
I was gonna get him this time. Ah.
Like Super Mario World. Just I was watching a video gaming historian. That game just looks like a lot of fun. And what I was gonna say is. What I was gonna say about that is like it's got battery backup too, but like how long does that last? Like it's a battery, like it's a watch battery. It's like
It is, yeah.
I used to know the type because I used to when I worked at Target we'd sell them, and what I would say is like those die eventually. So if you've got an old Super Nintendo cartridge, is like what happens when that power goes out?
Yeah, then you lose your game. Like that happens. Like there are people who like warn about that. They're like, hey, if you have for some reason like a save or if it had any kind of customization that you really care about, then you can get like the ROM dumpers and things like that, and like back up your saves to your PC, which seems a little extreme to me, but I get it. Like I can understand why you'd want to do that.
But I mean, it just seemed like they also lasted a really long time because I remember having some of those games.
Like a really long time. Like I don't have any Nintendo games that have a battery backup, but like my Game Boy does, right? Like I bet my Metroid 2 saves are still there.
Really?
Yeah, I can verify that too.
Yeah, you should. You should do it right now and die to the tiger. You must be getting really sick of this tiger dude.
Yeah.
Also, I really need to teach you how to beat him fat because see, like he keeps ducking, and you get he is so much easier to beat than you're making.
Really?
Yes, but that's also the hard part. Is like, yeah, you clearly not in a bad. I'm not like saying it's like to me. It was like you clearly don't know it, and I don't know like so like this guy here, Super Macho Man. You can knock this guy in like if you're a speedrunner.
All right,
You can
I'm
knock this
getting
guy down in like 43 seconds. I was not paying attention
getting
there.
punched in the face. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll verify it right now. Let's see. Where is Metroid 2? Here it is. Going to plug it into my Game Boy SP. Turn it on. Start game 3. Yep, I've still got my old Metroid 2
Yeah,
Game Boy
you could
game
just
saves.
be like making those noises yourself. There's no rule that says you're
No,
telling the truth.
Can you
Just
hear it
be
in the
alive.
microphone? Listen to this. See that? That's the space jump. I can't make that up. That's the plasma. Anyway, that's very exciting. That's pretty cool.
There's a good chance I get to Tyson if I can knock him down one more time in the next minute.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how long those batteries last.
Okay, you know what's embarrassing right there? I had him. So if you watch what happens here, I stalled there and get hit in the face. I had a star and I was going to knock him out. All right, so I'm calling it on me. So I'll watch you finish. I'll give you one more chance at Bald Bull, and then that's a good night.
All right, that sounds fair.
So you just knocked him down. So again, if he ducks on you, when he ducks, you just match the direction he ducks with that punch. Left if he don't, like a jab in the stomach, and you get a star. So if he like ducks to the left, and when he's doing these punches, what you can do is you can punch up he'll automatically block and counterpunch, and you can punch him in the face.
Oh, we hit each other.
Not even possible. It's like weird to see you do. Like it's weird to see round 2. I've never make it to round 2 on this guy.
Alright, I got plenty of life here. There's no problem. Yeah, I know. I should have.
How is he still alive?
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
So I get to blame the controller tonight. Because, yeah, I would have made it to Tyson if I didn't inadvertently hit the wrong button on a controller. Which is not my normal controller, Landon. Because
I see.
I'm using the emulator controller, not the Switch controller I've been practicing on.
That's right. You are playing this on an emulator through a browser, which has got to like mess with the timing and stuff too, right? Like, it's. I think you're playing on hard mode over here.
I was saying that like I was watching one of the speedrunners who's really good at this, and he was like playing on an emulator, and he was just like, "Oh, keyboard lag, this is screwing me," and he kept like messing up because he was just like, "Yeah, not used to it." All right, let's see if you can. I made it to Super Macho Man, so very similar to one of our first streams with Mega Man 1. Clearly, I win the night, but that doesn't count as much, because obviously I've clearly got more experience and been practicing this more than you. If we played Mega Man 3, you'd be like through the 8 bosses, and I'd still be stuck on 1, very much like Mega Man 1. All right. So in general, with all of them, like, you do want to randomly, like, punch him in the face or punch the body to try and like get a star, and then there are like ways to guarantee you get it based on the enemy. Like I was saying, like the Tiger guy and Von Kaiser, they both have things, but let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to punch this guy in the stomach. Oh, I got a star for some reason, and I don't know when to use that.
Usually when stunned, and like. Also, Bald Bull is rough, where like after 1 star, he'll start dodging them.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you got him. You got him. If you can knock him down with that star.
Oh no! I lost my star.
Yeah, if he punches you, you lose your star.
That's not fair. Oh no. Oh no! I hit it. I know I hit it at the right time. It's lying. It's lying.
See, every time you say that, I don't know if I believe you.
Well, you should.
But I don't. All right. Let's see. I still want to see if we can do this.
All right. Listen, Mac. Give him a fast uppercut when he's stunned. Okay. That's good advice.
Okay, if you hit select a bunch here, you'll get some health back.
And I forgot to do that.
Well, I'm glad I can be your Nintendo helpline in the past. I'm like, if you'd known this 10 seconds ago.
Easy.
Good job getting that star. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Alright.
You done?
Still in this, still in this.
He's a tough one, I forget, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's tough. He won't stay down. I've knocked him down like 20 times.
You have at most knocked him down twice this round. I think you're out, right? Isn't that your third?
I'm dead, yeah.
All right. Oh, we can. The good news is I think you have a continue to Bald Bull. I have a continue to Super Macho Man. We can decide where to go next week from there. Or 2 weeks. That's how I'm kind of planning this. All right. Well, that was fun. You and I are both depressed.
Yeah, that was
missing thing.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right. Well, it was fun playing though.
Good work. This is good. Yeah, this was a nice little change, little something different. But
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna peace out. I'll talk to you later.
all right, sounds good. Have a good one.
You too.